Welcome to Impact Tech Studio. I'm Arjun, and today we are joined by ChandraMohan, founder of EcoFash, who is on a mission to make the fashion industry truly sustainable. From over a decade mastering fabrics in China to pioneering affordable textile to textile recycling, Chandra is bridging the gap between cost, quality, and circularity. We'll explore his journey and his vision for a waste free fashion economy. Let's dive in.
So we have Mohan on the podcast today. Welcome, Mohan, to the Impact Tech Studio podcast. We are an impact investment slash impact news platform where we find startups who are doing meaningful innovations in everything from health to construction to nation building, right? And in that process, we found you as an amazing startup to take us to a journey of yours and give us some learnings from your side. So I'll introduce Mohan. He is known in the industry as Mohan. His name is ChandraMohan is the founder and chief sustainability officer of EcoFash Services Co Limited, a company dedicated to integrating sustainability into the fashion industry. His journey began in 2007 in fabric research and development, and by 2008, he had relocated to China to gain hands on experience. And he has a plethora of experience coming from a number of locations and a number of steps that he took to build what it is now, a behemoth which helps you in becoming an eco driven fashion company, getting sustainability integrated into your manufacturing, as well as he also helps you in all things fashion or fabric, right? So, welcome, Mohan. I hope my introduction of yours was on game. If not, you can always correct me. Please go ahead and inform us about who you are and how EcoFash came into being.
Yeah, thank you. Actually, your intro is very well articulated. Thanks for having me, first of all.
Yes.
So, rightly said, actually, I'm a textile engineer
Right.
and I have graduated in 2007 and then I moved into China in 2008. I started my career in the flows of textile mills as a fabric quality guy, then moving into sourcing manager, then a garment manager, then a sustainable manager. So it was a quite fruitful journey in the industry across different positions.
Right.
Then it was nice to have a meeting with a brand called Target in 2018. Still, I remember the day. So
Right.
it was actually it was a great event. I had attended there. They were talking about the recycled polyester, how it can help the environment.
Right.
Before that, I was like, regular sourcing manager, fabric sourcing manager. So when I was seeing that, what is that one actually? What makes difference? It's a recycle PET bottle to textiles.
Right.
Is that going to help the fashion industry or the environment? Because in 2018, still sustainability was a too early topic to discuss. So people are just talking. Some brands, high level brands, used to talk about sustainability, but nothing was happening on the floor.
Right.
So it was also like a touch and go. I was just thinking about it. Okay, just left it.
Hmm.
So that for another 2 years, it was not considered as a very important to discuss in the fashion industry. Even though I was working with a billion-dollar manufacturing company as a fabric manager, it was never a topic to be discussed till COVID. So it
Right.
was all changed after COVID, in 2020. So everybody got affected, impacted their lives, and then industry also going in chaos. So they were all talking about something we had to do. So it's all turned into sustainability. So I was asked in my previous company, so can you handle a new department called sustainable fashion?
Right.
So it was as additional responsibility. It was something new to me. So I was thinking about can I take it? But it was the previous event. It was giving me some light. Okay, we were having something on 2018 about the PET bottle recycling, how it can help the environment, everything. So then I told my ex-boss, give me a day or two, let me understand if I'm capable of, or I could make myself qualified to deal a team of sustainability. I'm a person who knows the company in and out for almost working with them for 10 years.
Right.
So I know every single part of the company, from the fiber to yarn, from fabric, then garment, till the export. I know the customers, I know the suppliers, but can I take a sustainable division? So I took 1 or 2 days, then I went back to my ex-CEO. Then I was discussing with him, I want to take up. Then he asked me only one question: would you like to make yourself qualified also? I told
Right.
yes.
Right.
I'd be more happy to do that one. It was
Right.
also a COVID time, like a COVID time, we got a lot of time and energy to put it on the learnings. So I took some initial small courses, Coursera here, there.
Right.
Then I still found it's not enough to go on. So what I did then, that is the time I found Leeds University is offering online courses, master degree, same equivalent to the regular degree. Because of the COVID time, it was all started. So I have applied for it. It was first batch. I was the first batch in University of Leeds in 2022.
Is it?
So
So I'm
yeah,
from the same university
online.
as well. So I'm also Leeds University Business School. So yeah.
That's great.
So
I
that
was
is
also kind of from a business school also.
right. Right.
Yeah, my course is a blended from business school and earth sciences.
Right. Mine was with design school and business.
Yeah,
So
that's
yeah.
that's great. That's a perfect blend. Leads always make a perfect blend. Like sustainability is opposite to my course was actually my major was about sustainable business leadership.
Right.
Sustainability and business is always like a contradicting, contradict each other.
Right.
If you want to be sustainable, you have to do less business. If you want to more like you want to do business, then you cannot do sustainability. It's kind of opposite directions. So that is how to find a perfect balance. It was the topic we thought.
Right.
So it gave me a lot of wisdom. So the 2 years I was like going through all the materials and learnings, and with our peers from across the world made a lot of difference. The way we think, even there was a course about how to convince your CEO on sustainable initiative.
Right.
It was very well known to the industry. Convincing a CEO to pay for some sustainable initiative is the hardest one.
Right.
Like no CEO want to pay for, this is my bill, I want to do something in sustainability. What is your bill? Okay, $50,000. Okay, sorry, let's do later on when it is required. So it was kind of that kind of journey, like we have started that way, and then I have completed my course, but I found something is missing. That
Mm.
is how we all started with EcoFash. So I found a lot of initiatives happening in a larger scale, which is actually the sustainability is actually concentrating only on the brands.
Mm.
So it can call it as a life cycle analysis, digital product passports, traceability, everything. There are everywhere. The platforms are happening. Everybody's coming up, but they are all charging a massive amount, but only can be affordable with the brands or top level brands, I would say. Even it's not for the like small brands.
Right.
So what about MSMEs? So I was thinking about, it's not like sustainability is it's a journey, and everyone have to pull together. It's
Mm.
not like some of the brands or some premium brands could only do sustainability that will be changing the climate, everything what we are experiencing today.
Right.
So what is happening? I was thinking even the company, like $1 billion company where I was working, is
Right.
actually a tough place to invest money
Right.
on sustainable initiatives. What will happen with the small manufacturers? How
Right.
could they do something to make some impact on the climate? So
Right.
will we do something, or what will happen? So I thought, okay, when I was going through some hi-fi or high-level consultants also charging a massive amount every day to just to teach sustainability to the suppliers. Particularly, China is a different, total, altogether different game. The
Mm.
sustainability is happening in Europe, UK, US. US is hard now, but like the policies are totally different in US. So these are all in English.
Right.
So the manufacturers in India, Vietnam, Cambodia are catching up with the language. It's not a barrier. But in
Right.
China, language is a barrier. So
Right.
where I made my life in China, I found the big gap. The Chinese suppliers are facing a challenge in adapting to the European regulations, UK regulations, overall sustainable regulations.
Right.
So how could we sort it out? That
Right.
is the idea was born on EcoFash. So we want to do something for the industry, for the MSMEs
Hmm.
at an affordable cost.
Right.
The whole idea is our motto is sustainability with affordability.
Right.
And we have only, till today, we are concentrating only on the MSMEs,
Right.
small companies. Even we were expanding to India also, but we are actually quite occupied in India, sorry, China itself. So right now we are on hold for India operations, but we will be going again.
Hmm.
This is kind of how, how we have started everything. So we have
Correct.
started in 2023. This is how it all went.
Right. Right. So, how big is your company? How do you deliver your service? What is your construction? What is your makeup of the company that you run right now?
Right now, we have actually 5 people in China, including myself.
Right.
And we have a Vietnam operation, two
Right.
people. And we
Right.
have Cambodia, 2 people. And
Right.
then Egypt, we have 2 people.
Right.
India, we are planning to, before we were having few more people, but now actually we don't have anybody on sustainability, but we have people on textiles. Like we do textile trading as a vertical, which is
Right.
supporting the sustainable initiative because our sustainability division is kind of a non-profit organization. We are not trying to make money in the sustainable initiatives. So we are actually, our textile division is feeding sustainable division.
Hmm. Hmm. So, how is your business doing? How many businesses have you helped in India? How many companies, and what kind of impact have you caused due to this consultancy work that you do? This EcoFash is your baby, which is actually helping people to become professional in their garment tech, right? So, in their fabric tech, right? So how do you measure your impact and what have you done till now?
To be frank, like we are working with almost like 15 Chinese suppliers,
Right.
different kind of, starting from tier 4, tier 3, tier 2, tier 1.
Right.
So we are also working with some of garment manufacturers come traders. I could say they are tier 1.
Right.
So after them, there are a lot of supply chain partners or value chain partners are coming on.
Right.
And for them, we help them to educate what is sustainable fashion legislations coming up. And we do small seminars on monthly basis for their suppliers and
Right.
teaching them how they can do a better job in sustainability, like lesser emissions using the better raw material, how to deal the social sustainability, how to do the environmental sustainability, how to do traceability. These
Right.
things we are teaching for them. If you go for tier 4, we call it as actually a tier 4 in fashion industry. It is actually a raw material producer,
Correct.
kind of a cotton farmer. But
Right.
what we are doing is actually a textile to textile recycler. There are a few recently scaling up in China. So we are also working with them. There is a challenge always in the textile industry. If you trying to do something better for the environment, it is not going to be cheaper.
Hmm.
So if they are having to make some money, they have to scale up. There is always a challenge. If
Right.
they scale, they can still make a profitable business
Hmm.
because the price is expensive. It's
Right.
environment friendly. How to do it? So it was the biggest question. Even today, industry, the whole thing is okay. You can do better job, but I will not pay more.
Right.
That is how the business runs. Like end of the day, even Gen Z want to buy a garment. They will prefer to buy a sustainable garment, but
Right.
does not mean they will pay another $5 extra. So the same happening in the industry. The brands want a sustainable garment, but they don't want to pay more.
Right.
So if a textile to textile recycler have to go through a lot of challenges
Right.
to get the used garment into a new fiber. So
Right.
of course, compared to virgin material, it increases the cost a lot. It is almost like, these days I have made a calculation, it is coming around 40% extra. So we are working with those kind of suppliers, how to reduce the upcharge in the garment as
Right.
a separate project. So that is will be making impact. I'm not telling this already made some impact. The
Right.
impact is actually will be reasonable for the industry
Hmm.
to embrace textile to textile. There's even what we are connecting the Chinese raw material we are sending to India to
Right.
produce the final product so that the price will still keep into the 10 to 15% of upcharge. The recent upcharge is coming 30 to 40, which most of the brands are not showing any much interest to buy.
Hmm.
But I strongly believe if I can make it around 10 to 15 percentage of the upcharge, there will be a market, at least in the medium level, not the premium or not the mass market. So it will be a medium level so that the industry of recycling industry will keep growing. So when the recycling industry keep growing, we will have the numbers in the environment. So what, how much kg carbon dioxide I reduced or something as a, if you when you're talking about impact. So right now I don't have any definite answer, but
Right.
how we are doing, we are working with multiple partners
Right.
across the country. I mentioned like China, Vietnam, Cambodia, India is not yet, but Egypt, all these places we are making impacts, but there is nothing anything measured right now.
Hmm.
But I could give a next year a certain amount of numbers, so carbon dioxide or something in the kgs, because right now even European government, the regulations or legislations are keep actually not making any impact. To be frank, they are actually keep relaxing the impact, like legislations. It's
Hmm.
only giving a lot of free hand to the brands not to do any sustainable initiatives, because a lot of geopolitics is happening, a lot of war, energy cost is getting increased in Europe. So
Hmm.
that is the major thing. Then the sustainable fashion in Europe right now, that is what is happening. But what I can see overall, UK is doing a lot better in sustainable initiatives.
Hmm.
The brands are actually keeping their standard very high. Even
Hmm.
like today, we were having some meetings with some Chinese suppliers on that one. So there are, I could not name the brands. The
Hmm.
brands have a new regulations coming up. Then it's not about legislation; it is a brand's internal regulation.
Hmm.
So we were teaching them how to deal with that one. So we were telling them how you can start reducing your environmental impact with the lowest cost possible. So our always thinking is not to increase the cost to the manufacturer, but still make some kind of impact. It's
Right.
not like you have to put $100,000 to show a simple impact. But we were telling them, okay, you put a $5,000, but make a better impact. So we will tell them which is making a biggest impact out of your own manufacturing. So you start from the smallest expense possible. That is how we do in our operations.
Right, right. So looking at so if one MSME from India, right, wants to take your services, right, uh, give me a definition of what kind of business the MSME is supposed to be doing to afford your service, and what is your ticket size for one minimum charges for the service that you give to an MSME in India, and would love to understand the kind of people you want to target and the kind of prices that they have to pay.
Yeah, sure. This is a nice question. Actually, right now we are not in India, but we were actually we prepared very well for that one. In India, we are actually already discussed with multiple MSMEs,
Hmm.
particularly in Tamil Nadu. So we are only giving services right now who are all exporting to UK or Europe,
Okay.
who are telling them they are, I'm exporting to US. We said right now you no need. But if you are really interested, your management is interested to
Hmm.
do sustainable initiatives on your own,
Hmm.
we are always welcome you to join on your own. We
Right.
are actually starting with the advisory part. So we have actually two kind of services. One is our advisory, another one is outsourcing.
Right.
Advisory means like, if you want to, the small companies, like I can give an example. We were working with the two companies initially, but we have a short of people or right now we are not expanding in India. The business model was actually we were advisor for them. The company size was 50 crore export to Europe, and we
Hmm.
were charging them 30,000 rupees a month as
Right.
advisory services. So
Right.
what we did actually, we were analyzing the company, what is the capacity, what is the size,
Hmm.
what are all their buyers, where the buyers are based in, they
Hmm.
are in Europe or UK or Australia or like US. So which percentage of business will be going there, and how is the plan for the management to expand.
Right.
So based on that one, we make a strategy.
Hmm.
Everything starts with strategy. So,
Hmm.
what is their short-term goals? What is their long-term goals?
Hmm.
What is the expense every month you have to spend? What is the expense every year you have to spend? So,
Hmm.
based on the factory we have analyzed, I can give a more detailed example, the factory was 200 machine factory. They were doing a ladies dress for European market, and their business model is like 50 crore in export, 50
Right.
crore Indian rupees in exports. So for them, if they want to hire a sustainable manager to guide them all this thing in India, typically it will cost around 200,000 rupees a month.
Yeah.
A qualified sustainable manager will be costing around 200,000 very normally.
Hmm.
So we have a qualification, we have experience, we are offering them in a 30,000 rupees bracket. We are actually kind of a advisor for them. We spend 10 hours every month for them. For the 30,000 rupees, we are spending 10 hours. 10 hours means not including the amount we are putting on them on improving their whole company. On the discussion part, we always take a call with their sustainable team. They don't have a sustainable actually. So in India, they call the HR team. So who do the social compliance. So
Right.
we discuss with them, we work with them, what have you done? And then we also talk to the people who handle the boilers, who handle the ETP, like all these places. And we also have a meeting, regular meeting with the management and the business heads. So we understand how the things going on and we keep guide them. So normally how we do, we ask them every textile manufacturer to start with the HIG FEM. There is a measurement of environmental impacts,
Right.
which is the cheapest one, and you can do on yourself. You don't
Right.
need to rely on any third party. So when you do that one, you understand where are you.
Right.
In that one, there is no any pass or fail. It's just to give a score out of 100. So today you are at 20. So
Hmm.
you have to target at 30. So I'm openly telling my company secret, like this is not a company
You're
secret. This is a
basically giving them benchmarks also what to achieve, and you're also measuring their current performance, and then you're looking at the gap and how to reduce that gap by giving a strategy to go to that gap, right?
yes, and we make a short-term goals and we make a long-term goals.
Long term
This is
goal.
the first part is advisory. So, and even some customer come suddenly come. Okay, yes, today there was a call I got it in the Chinese suppliers. I told like they want to do digital product passport. The
Right.
customer is from UK, so they told me I want to do digital product passport. They're telling this is a supplier's responsibility. This was a simple thing told to the supplier. The
Hmm.
supplier called me. How I can deal it? So I went there and what are you like? They are a converter.
Hmm.
They buy yarn from somewhere, they give to some place for knitting or weaving,
Right.
then they give to another place for dyeing and printing, then
Right.
they do packing at their own facility, then
Right.
they export to the garment factory. They are one of the value chain partner. So I discuss with them, okay, so you need to have the traceability first, then
Right.
you need to measure your environmental impacts,
Right.
what your like carbon level, what is your water level, what is your chemical usage, all these things. Then we also have to see the compliance, social compliance of your facilities.
Right.
So all this data only can put it in a QR code. So
Hmm.
this you can put anything you want, but is it a certified? There's another question will come. So how valid the data is?
Right.
You cannot just put anybody can create a QR code this day. So
Right.
what data you are putting and how valid it is? Is it validated by third party or something? So
Right.
I asked them, what is the brand's requirement right now?
Hmm.
Because there is no any legislations putting on the how the DPP is supposed to be from UK. So I guide them, no need to rush so much. So
Hmm.
we find a certified yarn because
Hmm.
we have to keep the cost down. If you are going to the farmer level, you have to measure the impact. It is going to be a tough job. So I
Right.
told them, okay, there are some branded fibers who have already measured the carbon, measured the water impact, measured the chemical impact.
So you don't have
Buy
to do
from
the licensing in the downstream of the value chain. You can get the license, the whole validation from top, from the upstream. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, upstream also the certain level, till the level where you can get the certified material. So
Correct.
yarn you can get certified material, but you cannot do for weaving. I will go to
Correct.
the weaving,
Obviously,
which is
whatever has the bigger weight in the whole process, we should have the certification to make it more valid while the deal is happening.
yes,
Correct.
it will help you to reduce the cost.
Correct.
Like for the converter. So
Hmm.
his part is he have to measure the fiber yarn. It means now half is finished.
Right.
You buy from the branded material, which have it will be there will be a cost involved compared to
Correct.
the regular material to branded material. You might be paying a 5 to 6% extra. It's like
Right.
even India have Birla have a facility in China, so they are also producing the certified material. I suggest them to use a Birla, viscose. So you will have a data from Birla.
Hmm.
So the data is already there. So from there you start. That means your measurement cost also goes down.
Correct.
So from
So in the
what you are
downstream
pending,
of the value chain, you're actually saving money. You start with
Yes.
higher price,
So
but by the time it reaches the market where you have to put it, at that moment you have saved some money because of that.
yes. Then I told them, okay, fix one weaving unit or one knitting unit, one dyeing unit.
Right.
Let's measure the impact of them. And
Right.
let's negotiate with them. Measuring impact for them is not only for this particular order, it's for like a complete measurement of the facility.
Right.
So let's all share the cost. I told them I will give us the cheapest possible cost. I'll have some partners in measurement and certifications. So I will give them. So we will do the discounts I will pass on to you. So let's do the best out of cheapest cost possible and plus still certified datas,
Right.
validated datas. Then we'll do that one. You do one style DPP, like digital product passport, give to the customer. This
Correct.
is what I have done for now.
Mm.
For if you want further, do let me know. We have to plan accordingly. It's not like every style I do, I have to do digital product passport. But whatever the style you need digital product passport, revalue the material, which material I have to use. So change the material. Go with the suppliers who are all, like already qualified for this one. Use the facility which can measure the data. In that case, whatever the material still need a digital product passport, you can still do it without breaking your bank.
Correct.
It end of the day, there is no upcharge will be given by the any brands. That
Right.
is a harsh reality, like still
Mm.
the manufacturers have to pay for everything.
Right.
And this economy is actually not great, because I am seeing from tier 4, tier 3, tier 2, tier 1 every day.
Mm.
Even I'm working with some brands directly. I can see overall, if the brand will say if you can reduce 20 cents in the garment price, they don't care anything, most of the brands. I'm talking about mass market. There are
Right.
premium brands. They are different. They charge a lot the customer. Their category is different. But if
Right.
you go for mass market, so I cannot name it, but everybody know what is mass market.
Right.
Whatever the garments you can buy at $5, $10, $20 is a mass market. For them, it is actually for them, it is you giving a 10 cents, 20 cents cheaper in the FOB value or the garment factory value. They will be more than happy. You can get some leverage on the sustainable initiatives. But as long as there is no any mandatory legislation happening in the Europe or UK, it's not going to happen 100% on the manufacturing side.
Right. So, in this value chain that you provide this amazing service to all the value chain stakeholders, uh, where is your product line? So, what kind of fabrics are you capable? What kind of industries? So, the fabric textile industry is also divided into a number of parts, right? So, there is either you say garment tech, right? Or it goes into the value chain of making garments and making it come to the market. Then there is the technical fabrics, which is industrial and technical fabrics, which are basically filters and fabrics used inside filters and anything that is used in industrial or some product that actually helps other processes, right? So you have fabrics in them as well. So do you also cater to, for example, technical and industrial fabrics as well?
Right now, no, we are into some plastic industry.
Right.
So that is so not into the technical or industrial fabrics like filters. We are doing for apparels. So number one
Correct.
is apparel. And
Correct.
then we are also actually the place where we are in China. There is another city which only makes the plastic products,
Right.
small products actually. So that is getting exported into Europe, UK also. So we are dealing with them. We are guiding them also. It's coming under plastics industry.
Right.
So right now we are catering to only apparel plus plastics.
Right, but you're open to your systems are ready to if there is a demand coming from technical and industrial fabrics industry, you will be able to cater to that as long as the value chain has your part of the manufacturing in it, the one you have competitive advantage on, right? So technical fabrics, when you say they are not only filters and all those things, technical fabrics are also, for example, um, nets for very specific uses, factory executions of fabric because there is no other way of doing some process improvement in the whole process of that industry. So why am I stressing on it? Because I have some contacts in that industry as well, where I could connect you with in India, who work with the technical fabrics. So if you are ever interested in that, there could be a conversation I could also get done. Apart from that, the major ask after that is, uh, see, you are doing this as a consultancy firm for all the manufacture value chain holders of technical fabrics for sustainability, going towards garment tech, right? For garments, right? Uh, in this whole value chain, what are the challenges that you have faced building this whole ecosystem? What all challenges did you face the day you started your own this movement of creating the whole thing? And there must be many ups and downs in the whole story. Some of the biggest challenges and some of the biggest achievements, the highlights and the low stuffs. Please tell me about them.
Yeah, that's actually a nice question. Actually, it's kind of both impact in a personal and professional. Like when I was having a comfortable life as working with a billion-dollar company in a corporate culture, every month you get a salary, so you are comfortable with the family, like a 9 to 5 job. So when you are giving up everything to chase your dream, initially it was many people told me like, "Are you insane? Why have to you are comfortable and you are at 40s, you want to study?" It was not people also, you want to study at 40s, so why
Right,
you have to do that one? Because it was like I was in a management position on the company.
right,
So first of all, the big challenge was actually the flow, cash flow. Now,
right.
when you're actually moving from a place where comfortable, then you're coming up, then you're starting something. And that was the initial step. Then once we started and it convincing the people, the importance of sustainability. Till today, I will say it is a challenge. Even till today. So
Right,
there are customers who was actually like a interested to do something on sustainability. We
right.
go and explain them. Actually, we were saving cost for them. But still they are saying, okay, when there is a legislation come or when my customer push for it, I
Hmm,
will try to do. So
hmm.
I don't mention myself as a consulting company. I always say myself as actually capacity builder. So I give the advice to them to build their capacity, sustainability into sustainability. I
Hmm.
don't charge like a consulting, like a premium, and then I'll like just keep my like ideas with me. I always share them. I'll empower them
Right. You act like
because
an extended team. So you work as
yes,
an extended team to the same team that you have inside your organization.
yes, rightly said. And well, that was like getting a deal done on sustainability till
Right,
today is a very challenging one because most of the people are reactive. They are not proactive,
right.
except very few. Like I could like there are few companies I work in India, but by sitting in China, I don't have a team over in India.
Hmm.
So those guys actually today we have actually issued one DPP already. So
Right,
we have actually it's a French order. So there is a new term called a French Eco Score launched October 1st. So we have successfully did one PO, all the data is input, and we even generated the QR code, which is
right,
actually valid for French Eco Score. So when we did that one, those companies are actually, I would say, proactive.
right.
The French legislation is still, it's not a mandatory.
Hmm.
It's a voluntary for 1 year.
Hmm.
But that company contact me, okay, I want to do this one, but I could not pay much. I said, okay, let's do it.
Hmm.
The legislation started on October 1st, today 15th.
Hmm.
Within 50 days, we pulled all the data from them. The shipped is one order which is shipped.
Right,
And we made it DPP possible within 15 days, but they had an infrastructure,
right.
the details are available, the teams are doing nice.
Hmm.
That is what I'm expecting from the industry to more people to become a proactive than the reactive. Most of the people think, okay, if somebody asks, I will do. Somebody push, I will do. If somebody put a legislation, the shipment will not go, then I will do. But
Right,
when that is thing happening, you don't have time to do it. So
right.
now you will not have the expertise. When somebody is asking without DPP put on a garment
Hmm.
label,
Hmm.
you cannot ship the garment. That time impossible for you to learn everything how to do and
And lose
implement
the
the
time
systems.
and lose the competitiveness of your product, because
You
obviously
even lose the order.
time to learn that thing which was actually the mandatory thing for the whole process. So becoming a part of, making you a part of their process from the beginning itself, from the planning stage, is the way, is where you are asking that you want the industry to integrate you into the team. right?
Yes, that is how we are coming with the fraction of. Actually, we call it as that service as a advisory or FCSO, fractional CSO. We are
Right,
only doing a fractional CSO service, advisory services. So
right,
we'll guide from the day one. So if you're working with the Europe Union or like UK, so you have to start with this one. Even in India now, I hope you are aware that in Kerala they have launched a ESG system to be
mm,
mandatory for the top level companies. And this is
right,
India. Kerala is the first province or state in India to
right,
adapt ESG principles. So this even in India, if they are not exporting, it is
mm,
mandatory for them. So how to do ESG? Like
right,
that is also. I have co-developed one platform for textiles. There
mm,
is an existing ESG platform. I
mm,
sit with them. I told them I want something reasonably priced for a textile industry because textile industry is not making a great amount of profit in the
mm,
world.
mm,
This is the least amount, lot of human resource involved, and the impact is huge for the environment. But
mm,
if you ask me to make the biggest investment, they will not do. So we have break the cost. I told them, okay, you do your software cost, you developed it, you do your hosting charges, add it, profit, make it cheapest, and I help you how to adapt the platform to textile industry. We did it. We are open, and hardly 6 months we could make not even a single sale. No textile company want to buy it. But it is the reason is even though price is cheaper, the thing is it's not required, because most of them are reactive. So
mm,
if now like same like Kerala, one day like Indian government also have a legislation BRSR is there for
right,
ESG. But
right,
it's only for top 1,000 companies in SAB. So probably it will be keep expanding. So the companies, even like domestic companies, to start measuring first. Even the HIG, FEM, I always suggest for textile companies or
right,
even your ESG. First of all, you will know where you are.
correct,
And our aim is always work on the manufacturer, not to spend money much on the platforms.
right,
Even we are developing some platforms. We are
mm,
planning to visit, Sustainable Next. There is a conference happening on December 4 in Delhi.
right,
So we are planning to put a stall. We are trying to break something what is going on in the platform cost. So we are discussing with multiple partners who
right,
can offer the cheapest hosting prices,
mm,
and we are making them as a partners. We are not asking them, okay, I give you the money for your development. No, I
mm,
told we let be partner. Let's be partner. So you develop it. I give my idea. We only take it a hosting. Probably even we are talking about Zogo. We want to give it have a word with the Zogo on the hosting side so
mm.
that our price goes down, and we want to keep everything in India. And we give this platform to all the Indian MSMEs at a very affordable cost, like $100 a month, $200 a month. That is our complete idea. $100 should be very good, fine for any Indian manufacturer, like a 6,000, 7,000. So
So
it'd be
that
good to start.
platform will provide what value? So what can you do on that platform as a
We are
company?
planning to add a traceability. We are
Right,
planning to add a ESG,
right,
DPP,
right,
LCA,
right,
all four together. We want to add it, and we are even trying to attract the customers. We are trying to offer a ERP free of cost. So this is under discussion. It's initial days. We are like right now in a boardroom. We are cooking it. So
right,
what my dream was actually, no any supplier should be paying more than $200 to any platform for sustainable measurements. You are measuring, you are paying more money is different. You are adding into platform, you know. But maybe the people who might be watching from platforms might get angry with me. So my idea was actually because I am concentrating on MSMEs, So the
Yeah, that is
MSMEs are
fine.
actually.
So basically, you are talking about one kind of industry which has that kind of margin, and then you are making a suggestion for a product for that industry only, right? There are a
Yes.
number of startups or companies, I would like to say, which are not functioning like startups now in India. They have
Mm, mm,
also, from the private side, started coming in to measure sector agnostic. So they are sector agnostic and they are measuring the carbon footprint of any company or at the brand level or at the product level, right?
mm,
And they give
mm,
you a
mm,
full measurement of it, which is more certified than before. So they are moving in the right direction, driven by scientists. So
mm, mm.
one of them is Renew Cred, if you want to research on them. So this is also our cohort as well. So basically,
Okay.
when I say cohort, that we are also promoting them, we are also helping them out to get more investor side or stakeholder side or partner side. It is always,
Sure.
I have found out that partnership is the only way of growing. So I have seen that if you are able to connect with these guys, I would love to introduce you to him as well. They're a group of
Sure.
scientists. That will be a knowledge exchange between you guys, and it will obviously value you, give you more value out of this conversation. And this way, if so there is a problem of carbon credits measurement, and then there is a problem of, are these carbon credits validated the way you have measured it? Right, so that
Yes.
validation of that carbon credit is what defines you. If you can take that validation and trade it in the market as well, carbon credit markets across the world. Now if you're unable to do that, then obviously people say, why should I do it? I should just save my cost if I don't get any
Hmm.
money back for the investment I do. So this is where the some other startups like the Navan I named is also kind of making carbon credit markets get validated carbon credits from companies in India, right?
Okay,
Created by
that's
companies in India. So that is where I will also get you introduced to them as well. So that is one conversation. So glad to know you are also in the same ecosystem, and you're in the same ecosystem of sustainability, and you're enabling the textile industry to become more sustainable.
yes.
And this is where EcoFash stands. It enables MSMEs to become sustainable. They have a price point which is so easy to understand. Anyone who's looking to from the textile industry in the garment ecosystem, wanting to become sustainable, you should reach out to Mohan. Mohan is the guy to talk to. Either it is India, Europe, or China, or Southeast Asia. He might want to have a conversation with you. And pleasure to have you, Mohan. And it was a pleasureful conversation that I had with you. And yes, so any last words to tell how you want to give any advice, the last line of yours. So other startups like you who are looking at your audience as an audience to your podcast, what advice would you give them how to start? What was your call for starting your own business?
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's a quite eventful or useful conversation for not only us, for the viewers. So, overall, what my idea is, it's not about making money in the textiles or sustainability. Sustainability is actually everyone's responsibility to
Right,
start with.
right,
And even like when I was attending the Bharat Tex last year, I met a lot of young entrepreneurs and fashion brands who want to create a complete sustainable fashion brand from zero to start from the scratch to everything.
right,
I suggest them I will be the go-to person. I told them even I will give first year free of cost. I'll
right,
be advisory. And today also I am reiterating. And if any startups who would like to do the sustainable only fashion,
right,
is not like regular fashion, sustainable only fashion. I'll be the advisor or FCSO, and for 1 year we will give free of cost, and we will guide them. We will build together with them. They have might be having some design idea, fashion idea, material idea, but we will be adding the value from the technical side, carbon measurement side, everything from top to bottom to build together with them. We've spent our time for them to get them developed, get them into the market from technical side, because I have, as I have a textile degree and then sustainable degree, from the legislation, from the everything we will get to take care of. And another point is like they no need to be from anywhere, like only in India. It can be Asia, anywhere in the world. We are happy to help them.
right,
I would also say maybe we are the only one Indian company based in China to offer these services, and mainly concentrating in China.
right.
And one last point is actually the carbon market also. We are also trying to do something on the validation of carbon measurements.
Yes,
We have applied for ISO 14064 and 67, which
right,
measures the carbon measurement and give a validation.
right.
So into the every point of
Amazing.
sustainable textile and where it costs money. We are trying to break it. It's measuring the carbon is actually one thing, and validating the carbon measurement is another thing. So we are trying to break that out. So we want to give a cheapest possible price on the validation of carbon.
Right.
We will be launching probably early 2026. We will have our own auditing company. The auditing company will measure the carbon measurements, validate the carbon measurements
Right.
at the cheapest price possible.
Right. Amazing. Amazing, Mohan. Pleasure to have you on the podcast. It was a great pleasure to hear what sustainable ecosystem you can build through your consultancy services. Thank you, and would love to share your video on our platform and wait for our publishing. So, pleasure to have you. You have a good evening. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
That's a wrap on this episode of Impact Tech Studio podcasts. A huge thank you to ChandraMohan for sharing his mission to balance profit and planet with EcoFash. His journey shows how deep industry expertise can drive systematic change from within. If you found this insightful, please subscribe, rate, and share the show to help spread these stories. Until next time, keep building a more sustainable future.